double dyno to micro crimper.
Hello guys and welcome to this week's episode of Barely Hanging. We are your average climbers and I'm Pete.
And I'm Danko Bear.
Danko Bear. So, let's just get straight into it.
Where have you been today, Pete?
Where have you been today, Danko?
I've been nowhere special.
We've
been on an adventure.
We have been. We're tired, boys. So currently, let's add some context. Currently, it's 9:30.
9, yeah.
At night, so not too late. But we got up at 7 this morning.
You had it. Well,
yeah, I had a long night.
Bit more context.
I've not had... What, more context?
Yeah. So start yesterday.
Starting from yesterday. I had a heavy night last night.
No, start from yesterday. We were meant to do big boy outdoor activities, loads of bouldering.
Yes.
And the plug was pulled.
The
weather was pulled from beneath our feet because of the bad weather. So everyone bailed. So
everyone bailed.
Yeah. But then luckily we had some delightful little characters to go scrambling with.
Yes, it was amazing. So we were meant to go on Saturday bouldering. Weather was bad. Then on Sunday the weather was meant to be bad.
Oh my god!
Pretty not great forecasts. But we were just planning on Saturday. Let's go tomorrow because we just want to get outdoors. So we got a little crew together, and 7 o'clock in the morning we just jumped in the car and we made our way to Snowdonia. And the weather was awful the whole way there, wasn't it?
2 hours and 45 minutes of terrible weather. Zero visibility on the A55 to
Zero.
North Wales.
You couldn't see anything. I was just panicking like, oh, this is going to be such a rough day.
We got to the A5, the road that connects you to Ogwen Valley, to get to our starting point at Ogwen Cottage. And we were waiting for Pete to play Africa by Toto, which he didn't deliver.
Yeah, I ran out of
what
4G.
song was playing? It's pretty solid.
My life in the sunshine.
Then a little beautiful hint of blue sky came across.
Yeah, literally as that song played, the
played,
sunshine, it brought the sunshine with it, and the clouds lifted, and it was like off a film actually, wasn't it? Because we just looked behind us, like all the mountains were covered, weren't they? When we arrived, they were covered in like these gross-looking misty clouds, and we looked behind us, and it was just blue skies and clear, and that blue skies just followed us as we climbed up the mountain. It was amazing. So basically, we summited with. We got all the way from base to summit.
Let's just start
with
right at the
amazing
beginning,
weather.
because this is. Okay. We've got 5 people went up, me included.
Yeah,
I've done this route. You included.
I've never done this route.
You've never done this route.
So I've done Tryfan, I've done Snowdon, and that's pretty much everything I've done in Snowdonia area. But today we did the Glidders.
So Glidderfara and Glidderfach.
Yeah.
And so we went from Ogwen Cottage, meandered up to a little turnstile in between Tryfan and Glidderfara. I think that's right. And then we went up to Bristly Ridge.
Bristly Ridge. So this is a scrambly bit.
It's a scramble.
And what's that little crag bit called?
Oh, Sinister Gully.
Sinister Gully. So there's a specific bit called Sinister Gully, and it was pretty sinister.
Today it was.
So Dan, right, let's just get this off the bat. So basically it was super icy, super snowy, very quickly.
I've never done it in snow.
The conditions were rough.
But the weather was pristine.
I had multiple times where I thought, oh, we have no business being here, because we were being passed by guys with ice axes.
Yeah.
And I had boots that were too big for me. I didn't have any of my
clothes on.
I had all of Dan's clothes on.
So Pete was out till 4 in.
Basically, yeah, I had no sleep last night. So it was a big decision to do it anyway. And then so I borrowed all Dan's clothes. Everything, like the boots were too big for me. I had fucking Hummel on, his Danish sportswear brand that he loves. But to be fair, I liked it. It was good.
He looked awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best you've ever looked.
But basically the conditions went rough quickly. It was icy, like actually icy. So all the scrambly bits, and scrambling is a mixture between climbing and walking.
Yeah.
Hiking.
Yeah.
Like you have to use your hands, you have to pull up, and you have to do...
Bristly Ridge is not a difficult scramble and a grade at all, but in that weather today...
It was gnarly on every level, because you couldn't... So imagine you can't step up... Look, first of all, there's snow covering every single surface. Like, at least, 4 inches of snow, pretty much, covering every surface. Then you knock the snow away, and the rock is frozen. So you're not standing on that rock like without. You're not putting weight on that rock really to push through to a move because your foot's just going to slip. So you take it really slowly, and it's big like poopy bumhole time. It's like scary as shit. Yeah, Mr. Poopy Butthole was there on my shoulder saying, "Pete, what the fuck are you doing? You had 2 hours of sleep. You're in boots that are too big for you."
For more context, Pete texted me at 4 a.m. and said, "Please ring me at 7 to see if I can come."
And you did, and I did.
And you did.
I cycled like
to my house.
25-minute cycle at 7 a.m. with no sleep. It was beautiful.
Well, basically, it's a really... Well, what I'd be interested to know is you were sleep deprived. We overly relied on our hands today, which is probably why we did bouldering. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah. What was the sketchiest moment for you? Because
so that gully, what's it called?
Sinister Gully.
Nightmare Gully. Sinister Gully.
I think
Might as well be a nightmare. So, this is what I wanted to say. This is what I wanted to out you because so Dan is the man when it comes to scrambling. Dan's the man. Like you've seen Chuckle Brothers. You know Dan the man.
To me to you. I don't remember Dan the man. I'm too old.
So he was a character that was never there was never an actor that played him. But he was the boss of the Chuckle Brothers, but he was always off screen. So he was like, they were always like, we don't want to anger Dan the man. So you're Dan the man,
I'm
basically.
Dan the man, too.
But you are a boss-ass bitch when it comes to scrambling and the Snowdonia Valleys. You just know that area. I can tell, like, when we're just up there as well, we've been up there a few times now, and you just know where you've got... You know your bearings, and you're confident scrambling, and you're a bit of a nut job on high, horrible things.
Highball things.
I saw you flake.
Yeah, man, I did.
And so Dan was leading up this nightmare gully, and we got to this cruxy bit that was horribly icy, and he was knocking off. And you hit me with a stone.
No,
so it's amazing. So Dan was knocking off all this ice.
I only had the walking pole.
He only had walking pole, and he was using it to brush off all the ice and knock the ice off and try and build as a route in a way, or just get himself up there. And you knocked loads of snow off and made a little bit of a big rock the size of like my fist came down, and it hit me in the leg, luckily. But I was like, "Fuck, Dan's." And you had a moment up there where I could just see you didn't have any footholds. Your feet were just hanging by your hands. You had no footholds, and your feet were just scraping on ice. Yeah. And I didn't say anything because I was like, I know Dan's going to sort this out, but I could just see you had a mini flap.
Yeah, mini flap.
Definitely mini flap. And that put the fear in me big style because I was pretty chill up to then. I was like, whoa, this is gnarly shit because you're grabbing ice and you're grabbing rock that's covered in frost and you don't trust anything. But I felt comfortable-ish. But then at that crux when I was like, oh my God. Wait, this is bad, guys. But then then you jumped up that bit. I got up that bit with a breeze, absolute breeze. Then Catherine got up it with a breeze because she's solid. Her head game is immense, isn't it?
She's got no fear.
She's got absolutely no fear.
She's the most aggressive, tiny animal in the world.
She's tiny as well. Yeah. She's like literally 2 feet off the ground. But she made it work. She got up there absolutely fine. But then she slipped just as she topped out. Sketchy. And that was the sketchiest moment. So there was a big moment that was bad. Well, not super bad, and it wasn't even that big. But there was a bigger moment. But that I think was genuinely the most dangerous moment.
The fall happened
because she fell for a second, but she got herself back. But it was just as she was topping out of basically a cliff. And if she'd fallen that, she would have just. Oh my God! It was so bad. It was such a. When people walk down the street and they hit black eyes and they have that little wobble where they both feet like skid. She had that when she stood up on the side of a cliff, and she went whoop, whoop, and then just caught herself. Oh my God, that made my heart go so badly.
It was yeah. That little bit, even when it's dry, it's not the hardest bit, but it's that just one move where you've got to get a high foot.
Yeah, uncomfortably high
foot. You have to do it, but because of the ice, it made it even more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I felt that today.
Yeah.
I've never been up there in the ice.
Yeah.
And it was an eye-opener.
We had no business being there.
Yeah, we did.
No, we smashed it, to be fair.
We smashed it. Those people, they were more experienced than us, but we were a lot faster.
I want an ice axe now.
Yeah, maybe. But we were faster than all of them.
We were faster, but we were probably less safe.
We were sketchier.
Sketchier, for sure. We had... So after Catherine came up, we had another lady come up, and she had...
She had a wobble.
A wobble.
But she also got an impaired...
Yeah,
She
to
got
be
quite
fair,
a big-
right, to be fair to her, imagine our gang. We've got Dan, this crazy, unhinged lunatic, who's just like, go this way, go this way, go this way. Oh, let's jump at this rock. Let's throw snowballs all day at each other. Literally, that's all you were doing. And then we have the second in command, Tom, actually. I'd say Tom is second in command.
Tom's solid.
Tom was solid today. He was the legitness. He drove us there.
Yeah.
Unshakable. He was the rock that tethered the group. Then we have me, Sketchy Pete, who's
2 hours sleep.
2 hours sleep in clothes that don't fit him, who's never been up this way before, who's, although I feel confident-ish, definitely had, like, I was in my head game was wobbling. Then we have 2 foot ninja.
2 foot tall ninja rat.
Yeah, rat, whose head game is insane, but, like, she slips everywhere. She just goes for shit, doesn't she?
And
then we've got
Ginger Squirrel
with a broken thumb. Literally. So the other lady that came up, who did have the wobble at the crux section, she has, like, her thumb is in a cast at the minute, like a full cast, and the doctor said she can't get it wet, and she's literally climbing up icy mountains. It's insane. So no wonder she got stuck, because she can't use her fucking hand.
But big props to those 2 fellas as well.
So behind us there were 2.
Tony and John.
Tony and John, these 2 absolute legends of the mountain.
So basically, I was trying to be useful, and I think Tom and I, we would have got there in the end. But these 2 fellas just came up and then calmed the gang.
Yeah.
I went, put a foot there. And then this other guy came up to me. I know exactly what I said to him.
Yeah.
I've got a half decent beard at the moment, but his beard game was unbelievable.
He had a great beard.
It was stunning.
He had a beard that was...
It was beautiful, and he just looked at me and went...
It was grown in the mountains.
He said, just put your hand there and do that. And I went, you've got an amazing beard.
Tell her what to do. It. So he basically just told her...
did it.
Just put your hand there, move your foot there, and he got her up there.
I learnt a lot today.
No flapping.
And that's what you need from this. I learnt a lot.
Yeah, maybe...
a lot.
I learnt a lot. Just get out the fucking way. Whatever happens, Pete. As long as you're okay. The worst.
Pete went solo for the next half an hour after this.
I really did, because I was flapping, man. Everybody else was like... And even... So, you know what really scared me? Those 2... Andy and John? No.
Tony and John.
Tony and John. Joe.
John.
Joe. John and Joe. Judah Joes.
Do what? Tony Hancock.
Anyway, they had ice axes, and I saw John... with the big beard, like sliding down this section and pulling himself up by an axe, and he was struggling pulling himself up on some cruxes like a bit further on, and that really panicked me, because in my eyes they were the ones that were going to get us up there in a way. So then I ended up but then I realised all the moves that he was doing, like, they're not climbers and we're climbers, so I think being climbers and boulderers helps so much with, like, cruxy moves.
Every person that was there today is really strong.
Yeah,
really
like,
strong.
We're all good climbers, to a degree.
You know what I mean?
Distinctly average.
But we're stronger than
Joe. Just a hiker, yeah.
So, we overtook them hiking, but nonetheless, it was practice, isn't it? Today was a practice thing. So Catherine, she's got a lot of experience, but the rest of us, snow and ice and things like that.
I think Tom has a lot of experience as well.
He's done quite a bit, but not a huge amounts of it. So they were dead calm with it.
Yeah.
To them, but I learned a lot today. I saw one of the other guys fall.
Fall today?
Yeah. So remember, they were taking the mickey out of our group at one point. This is my favourite, and then he just.
But it's not a proper fall.
It was funny. It was good. He went deep, man. So because he taking the mickey out of one of us, he lost sight of what he was doing and put his foot into a stream through the ice, and he just put his hand up and was like, "I deserve that."
Yeah, but when you say fall, he didn't injure himself.
No, he didn't.
He just fell on flat ground. It wasn't.
So he put his foot and it went knee deep.
It wasn't like on the side of the cliff.
No. It was the hiking bit.
Yeah.
But there was this moment I don't think I told you today.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautiful. I don't even know where it came from.
Yeah.
And I think it probably looked better in my head. So some people were quite judgmental while we were hiking up there, because we probably didn't look like we should be there.
Do you think?
A couple of them.
Do you feel like you got some looks?
I got just not off those 2 guys. They were awesome. There's these 2 other guys behind us. And
with the bandanas.
Yeah, bandana gang.
Yeah.
So we've got helpful beardy boys.
Yeah,
and then the bandana gang.
Bandana
So
gits.
the bandana boys. I said to him, there was this bit, and like I remember, it's like so. I remember like I've got that book's down there. It's in that book, the scrambling book.
Oh, okay,
that route, and it says like if you go left, blah blah blah. If you go right,
Yeah.
So you can go right in spring, but you can't. And I just said to him, could you do that?
Yeah.
And he was really rude.
What does he do?
He said, well, you'd only go. He's just quite short with me.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, how do you all know each other? It's quite a direct question. I just went, we're boulders.
Oh, yeah.
And he looked at me like, oh, that explains everything. Why are you fucking idiots up this high?
Yeah, boulders.
Back to the ground.
Back to the ground.
But in my head, it was like the best answer I could possibly have given him.
We're fucking I actually heard you say we're boulders.
It was to him.
It was to him.
Yeah, it wasn't to the nice lads.
Oh, I thought the nice lads asked us.
I probably said it to them as well.
Yeah,
It became
no,
a
they
catchfull for the day.
Yeah, we're boulders.
I loved it when I said it
we're
to him.
fucking boulders,
like,
lad.
we're good at it as well. Not at all.
We're not good
We're
at
really
boulders.
shit at it.
Well, yeah.
Well, but getting better.
We're getting better.
Well, anyway, we're
Yeah.
on the scramble.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this point when you got higher up where you can, well, it's not massively high, so I think it's over 1,000 metres.
Yeah, it's a big, yeah.
There's a big step. And then so you get to a stage where you can see all the rock formations were iced. And
it looked very cool. Looked very Game of Thronesy.
But then when you put your hand, the reason when I knew it was getting serious,
yeah,
so when you put your hands on it, and it wasn't snow anymore.
It was ice.
Nothing moved.
Yeah. It would it's when it turned into ice, like icicles
So
on
every
on the rock.
foot had to be
perfect, and yeah, it was truly scary. And there was some very exposed sections. There were
so Bristly Bridge has got like 2 exposed bits I think that are worth noting up there, and like on a spring day. On a wet day, you've got to be careful, but it's fine. On a spring day, it's nothing. It's just a beautiful walk. But on a winter's day, when we were all driving up there, and our first question was, I wonder how much snow is on the top of the mountains.
Yeah.
There's like 3 foot up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of snow. We were like knee deep in it at the top, at the summit. So the way the glidders sort of work is you go up really fast. You go up maybe like 800 metres in the first hour.
Yeah.
Like you really kill it, you smash it, you do a lot of scrambling, and that was the really sketchy bit. But then we literally had an hour of absolute poopy putt all time.
Yeah.
But then we had maybe
beautiful.
5 hours of just traversing the plateaus at the top, which was so much fun. It was just great. And then we had a moment where the cloud came in.
Oh, it's before that though. So we getting close to the summit, and when we were welcomed at the top of the ridge with beautiful sunshine, pristine views of Tryfan.
Tryfan and Snowdon,
Everything,
wasn't it?
Well, that was a bit higher.
Okay.
Then we snow angeled.
Yeah, we did Snow Angels.
But then we were just blessed with this huge walk. But then the fog set in, and we just followed the cairns, and the banter was boss.
Yeah, you know what? That was my favourite bit where
everyone was together.
So we were on the plateau. We all got together. Like all the struggle, we'd gone through the hard bit of the hike, and we were just trudging through the snow on a plateau. So we're just flat ground, pretty much flat ground. And this deep cloud came in. It wasn't raining or anything, but visibility literally went to maybe 10 metres.
Yeah, 10, 20 metres, different points.
Yeah.
It was like, it's fucking close, man.
It was like the cloud come and cave in. But it was so much fun. Like, it was actually fun going by the cairns, not knowing where you are, and being like, oh shit, this is why cairns exist.
Yeah.
This is why stacks of rock exist, because people need to know where they go. They stay there.
And up on the
And so that was a lot of fun. That felt like we were doing actual mountaineering. We were like, oh, follow this.
On a day out.
Yeah.
On a whimsical day out.
Yeah.
With a bunch of cool people.
I felt like an alpinist.
Yeah, for a few hours.
For a few hours.
And for the views.
Yeah. And then the cloud went away, and we just traversed down, and then we got lost.
No, well, somehow, I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah. So after that, though, before that, we summited the last of the glidders, and we couldn't see a thing. Came down about 100 metres, and it all just opened up again to the most beautiful view of the snow and the horseshoe, man. Yeah. And then we were just plodding along, bit of a hike down to Devil's Kitchen. But somewhere near Devil's Kitchen, somehow
we split up. Yeah, I think we moved a bit faster than you two,
and then you waited for us.
We
and
waited
somehow
for you,
we've gone round,
and you just missed us. And then we waited for you for like 20 minutes,
and then we've gone down.
You went
waited
down
for you, and then you've gone past us. I don't bloody know.
It was weird. It was a weird. But basically, we both made it to the car eventually. But it's been an amazing day.
And then where did we go?
And then we just Oh, we went to
Pete's Eats.
The best cafe
Shout out
in
to Pete's
Wales.
Eats.
Oh my god, I love Pete's Eats. Yeah, so just a cafe in Llanberis that just served the best sort of greasy spoony sort of food.
So the conclusion we came to is like these type of weekends, man. We just got to talk about anything outdoorsy. Bouldering's the drive, but today was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And I think like that little gang that's come together today. It's only our second little gathering.
It is, you know. So our first
awesome.
one was when we went to Armscliff bouldering, and when we got like the photo,
All just fell in love
and stuff, and it was just a cool little get together. Yeah, it was awesome, man. Really fun time.
So that's today. What a day! That's what we agreed to talk about straight off it.
Yes.
I think we should do a shout out to our favourite climbing hangar for Friday. For the lock-in.
Oh yeah, so we had a lock-in on Friday. So my hands are still ruined actually, and I've not climbed since Friday. We got silly on Friday. So
you were there for about 4. You were chilled out, like you were at 4 p.m.
Oh yeah.
You were chilled out
4 hours.
4 p.m.
Yeah, I got there at 3.
You got there for 3. You chilled out, and then I came at.
I got there.
I got there for 4:30.
Yeah.
We had a little chill out together to chat shit.
Yeah.
And then after that, we intermittently climbed till fucking midnight.
Yeah, man.
And it basically was such a successful night for the climbing hangar.
Yeah.
Massive turnout.
The community was amazing.
Community
That was the first
awesome.
time that. So we've been. The community has been slowly gelling over the last few months. I've noticed it. I was talking to Tom.
Man.
Me and Tom have been climbing there. You've been climbing there for about a year or 2 now, haven't you?
I'm about 18 months now.
18 months.
Yeah.
I've been climbing there for about 5 years in total, but seriously about a year now. He's been climbing there seriously for about 2 years. And I said to him, "Do you think, like, for some reason now the community is stronger than ever? It's sort of growing." And Dan's doing some disgusting stuff. Stop doing that. But it's sort of growing now. Something, and we were talking about. We think it's Mick. So there's a manager that's come into the climbing hangar, and I think he's changed the vibe. He's done a lot of like the lock-in. It was Mick's idea, I think.
I've heard a few conversations in the background about the things he promotes within his team.
Yeah.
He's got,
he's just got a good ethic. And he's so basically, the community at the climbing hangar is really boosting at the minute, and it's
felt
fantastic.
really good on Friday.
It was amazing, and it was way busier than I was expecting. I was expecting a chilled group of like the real hardcore guys that go multiple times a week, and we were just going to climb and be dead chilled. Really what happened was like over like 100, 200 people turned up that all have climbing hangar passes, and we just went mad, and we climbed almost everything. We played ninja, we played Korean wrestling, and we...
Is that what that's called?
Korean wrestling.
Why did we have our pants off?
We didn't have our pants off. You're trying to paint a naughty picture, you dirty boy. And then we did loads of dangoing, and it was just,
It was that was the best night it's been there. And they said that, the staff said that as well.
Yeah.
Like, so they've already announced the next one.
Have they?
I think it's 25th of Jan. I
Wow,
might be wrong.
Soon.
So they said they want to do it every month. They just loved it that much.
Yeah.
So they want to try and make it a monthly event.
Well, of course, like the amount they'll make on pizza,
the back of pizza and just chill. People having beers.
And the thing is, it's a massive promotion for them.
Yeah.
If each one of so out of their 200 people that come, if each one of those 200 people say to one of their mates, every month, like, get a climbing hangar pass, because every month we get together and we just party, like, and the atmosphere was like a party, even though there was no drinking, nothing like that. It had a proper party atmosphere. It was a really, really great night. Yeah, it went off. Fantastic. Talking about achievements, then let's quickly go through some bouldering achievements this week and last week. For me, I got up the 50-degree wall. So that's the camp. It's not the campus board, but it's just a gnarly wall.
Board.
It's a training board with loads of holds where you make your own route up, but all the holds are like pinches, crimps, horrible holds, and it's at a 50-degree angle, and it's a difficult board. I finally managed to find a route and get to the top of it. I'm super buzzing about that, because that really felt, for a while, I felt weak.
How did it feel when you topped it?
Great. Easy. I feel like I could do it all the time.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, super weird. I felt very strong.
And I know, like, what I said it to you before, and it wasn't trying to put you down, because I've got the exact same thing. We did a very similar route, and it's our first route, and it's a massive achievement.
Yeah.
But, like, the actual technical side of it is, like, you know, the footwork on it's different. That's next.
Yeah.
So once we're on it now, though.
Yeah.
That's the piece.
Yeah, man.
in a big way. Any other achievements?
What other achievements?
Do you know what, man?
Nothing.
Today was an achievement.
Not climbing wise.
Today's climbing. That was an achievement.
Today really was an achievement.
That group of people, that was an achievement. 5 people came together, smashed out a mini project, and became a bit closer.
Yeah, it was freaking amazing. So my next, what I want to get done within the next month is I want to get outdoors at least once.
Oh man,
but it's going to happen. Everyone's talking about it all the time. Every weekend, people are like, "Oh, should we go outdoors?"
Yeah.
So it'll happen. But I want to get outdoors again and again and again and get really comfortable being outdoors because I'm not.
How can you
climbing wise, I'm not comfortable.
How can you be comfortable when I'm around?
It's impossible, mate. Stop looking at me like that. Okay.
Have
you got any achievements, Dan?
Achievements climbing this week? Nothing of note. Climbed dead hard on Friday. Just massive.
Have you had any session? How many sessions did you have?
So
you've been injured. That's a big thing. So we did a big cave session to get big and strong because people have told us the way to get strong:
50-degree board,
50-degree board,
30-degree board,
30-degree board,
anything
and
inverted.
do the cave. Yeah, anything inverted basically, and just be in the cave. Like the upside down climbs will get you strong.
It's my first niggle, man. It's my first niggle, and it really hurt me. So on last Saturday,
pulled hard on what was it?
Hard. It was that blue one in the cave.
What section was it that hurt? The first move.
First move.
Right. So
I didn't even get into it.
To describe this move, you sort of start with your right hand on a fairly decent pinch, don't you? It's got
left hand's a slightly shitter
crimp, but you're not really pulling on that
on it for very long either because you reach out to your left arm for a big, massive pinch.
Yeah.
But the move then is to swing your body weight around, so your left arm's like that, and I just twisted my left shoulder. Yeah. And it made the
you're all upside down for this entire bit. It made the most
audible crunch I've ever heard in my body, and it's the first time I've ever thought, "Fuck."
Yeah. I remember you seemed shaken when you came. You were like, you couldn't stop talking about the noise.
It's not the pain. It's not the pain. You just know it's going to have an after effect, and the after effect was pain.
Yeah.
And
over the next week,
full mobility. Yeah. And now I think I'm fighting. Like after 1 week, I think I'm really lucky. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was such a horrible. Right.
So you've had a bit of a chilled out week.
On Wednesday, I went climbing to a place in Wirral.
Oh right.
Boulder Hut.
Oh nice.
Which is good. It's new. It's I don't know enough to pass comment on these things. I hear things other people say about it, but really friendly atmosphere.
That's great.
Lovely people, and some.
But they're brand new, aren't they?
Brand new.
So that's like a.
But they just
they're finding their feet.
Finding their feet, but there's some competition stuff up, which was fucking awesome. Massive dinos in it.
Really,
just really beautiful, man. There's a huge double arm slappy dino, which is just
beauty.
I just loved it. Straight on it, smashed it, and then did it like 3 times. I just loved it so much.
Amazing.
But but then back climbing using Friday for a massive session.
Yeah. Right then,
so we're back on it.
So when are you climbing next?
Good question.
For me, it's Tuesday if my fingers recover.
I won't be climbing Tuesday.
Won't be?
I'm climbing tomorrow.
Climbing tomorrow?
Tomorrow evening. I'm going to go down for throwing a few hours after work.
Yeah, fair play. You know what? I think it's... So we've been training a lot together recently. I think it's...
We need some time apart.
We do.
I hate you. I can't stand it.
I fucking hate you, mate.
Every time I look at you, I just fall more in
love
with you.
I do think sometimes we mess about loads.
Just speak for yourself. I'm a very serious man.
Yeah, you're not. You're not. Don't lie to me. But although sometimes we get our heads are both in the right place, and we get a lot of shit done.
Yeah.
Sometimes we mess about.
Well then.
So sometimes I think it's good to have the time apart.
Why don't
so that
you
when
stop
we do
flirting with me, and then we'll start climbing?
You've stopped flirting with me. I remember the old days where you were flirting with me, and we were doing a lot because you were trying to impress me.
But now we're so comfortable.
Yeah, you're not trying to impress me anymore. So talking about dinos, let's do a quick shout out to the brand new Dino Club members. So I've got one new Dino Club member. His name is Alb Outdoors, and he is our first No, he's not our first submission. Dan's so excited. He's a friend of a friend, but I don't know him.
Is he Ben's friend?
He's Ben's friend.
I know Al. He's a legend.
Do you?
He's a legitimate outdoors legend. Man.
Oh, is he?
Like in his circle, he does a lot.
He's a G.
He's a strong man.
Okay, well we've got a cool dino from him that's going to be going up on at Dino Club on Instagram.
I didn't even know that.
So check that out. That's going up very soon. Other than that, we've had a dino from me recently. I posted that one of me.
Finally.
Oh my gosh. I've got some in the books for me that I'm going to post over time, but I don't want to just litter the feed with me. But yeah, so well done, Alb Outdoors. You're officially part of the Dino Club.
Oh man, Dino Club got full recognition from the hangar on Friday.
Oh my god, that was amazing. So the climber hangar posted an Instagram story with so Mick climbed on top of like the climbing wall, I guess, and he got a brilliant view of Danny doing this fat red dino, and he posted it onto the Facebook on the Instagram page for Climbing Hangar, and he tagged us in it. He tagged at Dino Club, giving it large, and you actually landed the dino, which was amazing.
Imagine it didn't land it.
Oh, that'd be even better. It'd be even better. So yeah, full recognition. We're an official group, guys. So if you want to join the most exclusive, elusive, abusive, dynamic organisation in the world, then make sure you submit a video to Dino Club. Just submit a link to a video of one of your dinos, or like you post it on your Instagram and then send us a link, or put it on your story, or whatever. We'll make it work. Just send us a message. So that's at Dino Club on Instagram, and that's pretty much it, guys.
It's a nice little chat.
Let's round this up. If you've got any cool stories, climbing stories, if you've done any similar expeditions in the snow and had any real big flaps, let us know, because we want to talk more about this. Any big flaps, any big panicky moments. If you ever seen anyone fall, like a bad fall, that would be interesting and
we want to know
scary.
your pain.
Yeah, that'd be scary to talk about, but we want to know about it. So if you have anything like that, make sure to email us at barelyhangingpod@gmail.com. And other than that, I guess what you could do is check up on me and Dan and our training habits, because we're posting a lot of stuff on Instagram nowadays.
We're trying to get more in there.
Yeah, so you can follow me at Pete_Rick.
And at Danko Winterbear.
Boom, and that's that.
Amazing.
So I hope you've enjoyed this little ramble tonight.
Thank you for a
we're very
delightful
tired,
day.
boys, so if you've made it this far, thank you very much, and
Peace
out. Namaste.
No, don't say that.
Namaste.
Don't say that.
My soul honours your soul, brother.
That's terrible.
Brother.
It's probably like culturally
insensitive.
Or something like that, yeah.
Culturally insensitive.
I don't know what it is anymore. On that note, love you.
Love you. Bye.
Double dino to micro